Hello, honorable members of the clan. So, welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. 10 missed calls. 10 missed calls coming from a former minister of police to one of what I would say, in my opinion, one of the biggest stories of underworld criminality that are alleged to have been pushed by CatMatlala. And this association between CatMatlala and the former Minister of Police, Bheki Cele, is not new. I mean, remember the boutique hotel or the hotel with the penthouse where Mr. Bheki Cele allegedly stayed some nights at that hotel, and he denied actually knowing CatMatlala, and that as a police minister or just a civilian, he can go stay absolutely anywhere he so want to, and he will not ask questions about who owns this penthouse or who owns the hotel. I'm just paraphrasing here because I don't quite remember how exactly he had put it. Now, allegedly, the night before CatMatlala was arrested for what we now understand that the allegations are, Mr. Bheki Cele allegedly called him 10 times. This is according to News 24 report. And when he was asked about it, Mr. Bheki Cele was not happy with the line of questioning, but more likely he was saying that, hey, listen, I'm no longer a minister of police. I'm just a private citizen now. And there were some things that were going on. And Mr. Matlala was going to come to Durban because my name was put in some kind of a mix-up. And so we were going to have a meeting and then kind of like iron that out. And in my head, I'm thinking, 10 missed calls? Clearly, as far as I am seeing from where I'm seated, is that if I know that I was in some kind of dodgy business with somebody while I was a minister in government, or even just a private citizen or a civilian, and then I hear, because a little birdie whispered in my ear that one of my associates allegedly is about to get arrested, which brings me to this point about the Scorpions. Because when the Scorpions were independent, nobody knew when the Scorpions were going to sting. But let's put that one aside. So again, as I was saying, if I knew that I was in some dodgy business with a dodgy character, and I hear maybe from my comrade who is in that privileged position to know who is going to be arrested, and I hear one of my associates are about to get arrested, and I am a little bit worried about our association, definitely I will make calls in panic like, whatever you do, you don't know me, I don't know you. The only time you and I ever met was in November of 2024. Now, let's forget about all the tenders at Tembisa Hospital where you were paid 50 million rand out of 3 billion rand allegedly. And unfortunately, Babita Dokaram had to lose her life because of these shenanigans allegedly. So the question is, 10 missed calls from a former minister to just a private citizen. What was the urgency about? Because I understand, according to News 24, these calls were made between the hours of 8 a.m. to about 11 a.m. on the night before that CatMatlala would be arrested. You make up your mind. I don't know what your thoughts are. I will say this once again, guys, that it doesn't matter who you are. You could be protected by bodyguards, by the position you hold in government, and also your comrades and associates. But as long as you are on this earth and you are caught up in dodgy businesses, or you're doing things to other people that you shouldn't be doing, what's done in darkness will be exposed in light. And I think those of y'all who are Christians understand this much better, because the Bible talks about this as well. What's done in darkness will be exposed in light, as light and darkness have absolutely nothing in common. So when you think, it's not going to happen to me, it's going to happen to you. Just like people who drink and drive and they think that, oh man, I've been drinking and driving since I was 14 years old. I'm now in my 40s. This will never happen to me. And boom, the next thing, we are burying you and your entire family on the next weekend. Why? Because you didn't think it was going to happen to you. But for me, the 10 missed calls indicate desperation here, as far as I'm concerned. What the desperation was about, well, I guess, as I've said, time will tell. And when you do things in darkness, they are going to be exposed in the light. Do you think Vusmuzi, CatMatlala, wherever he is seated, he is just going to take the fall by himself without implicating some people, possibly very, very prominent people that served in government, whether as ministers, MECs, councillors, you name them? He's just gonna say, I'm gonna take this one for us, guys? I don't think so. I think this is a bargaining chip for CatMatlala to turn into a state witness, but I don't think he would succeed with that one, considering the overwhelming evidence that is leveled against him, especially when it comes to the whistleblower Babita, who lost her life for what happened in the Tembisa what do you call this, tender. I mean, quite interestingly, CatMatlala's company that was registered in 2024, and then boom, it gets a tender of 3 billion rand, and then a forward payment of 50 million rand allegedly. And we must not put on our glasses and ask questions, and I mean serious questions. Who are the big fish behind CatMatlala? Who are the people that held the power for CatMatlala's business to be the one that is chosen amongst all the other tenders that applied for this particular tender? I don't know, guys. You let me know what your suspicions are, but the desperation for me, it screams, I want to tell you, please. Tell, if you are asked, just tell them we don't know each other. That's what it screams to me. And I will say it again, that I think some of these guys are not strong enough to face the truth, to face the consequences of their actions. And I think some of them are betting on the members of parliament that are from their own political parties to basically protect them in portfolio committees, especially the ad hoc committee that are investigating this underworld, as well all the other accusations that were leveled by General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi on the 6th of July 2025. And we're already hearing some tactics that are being played by you know who, the ANC MPs wanting to dictate the process of the ad hoc committee. And I'm glad that the other MPs from other political parties are pushing back, and they are saying, no, we are here for the truth. And once the truth has been exposed, we want people held criminally liable. We don't trust the Judicial Commission of Inquiry that was put together by the President Cyril Ramaphosa, because we've been here before. We've been here before. So many commissions of inquiry, who's been arrested, who has been prosecuted, who has been convicted, especially when it comes to comrades. Yeah, the ANC comrades. So all of this is just a waste of time, as well as taxpayers' money. And then the criminals will continue being criminals. It's also quite interesting to watch how some ANC stalwarts are coming up and talking and expressing themselves about how the ANC isafani. It's no longer the ANC everybody once knew. And I'm thinking, you're kind of late to the party. Some of us saw it as far back as 2004. Yeah, 10 years into democracy, we were like, hang on a minute, something ain't right there. And I still say the face of the ANC was changed by floor crossing. People coming from different political parties with their own ideologies and agendas, you know, the Trojan horse effect. And y'all forgotten about that because you thought you were getting more seats coming from the other side of the benches so that you can make irrational decisions in parliament that worked against the people of South Africa. This is exactly what South Africans are suffering, the consequences of floor crossing, even though it was outlawed, I think, around 2002, 2003 or something of that nature, but the damage was already done. And yes, the tender system, black economic empowerment or broad-based black, whatever it's called, is definitely, in my opinion, the biggest fuckery of this country, and we are suffering the consequences for that. And I've been screaming on top of mountains, including Table Mountain, that this policy got to go because it's not benefiting where it's supposed to have been benefiting. And also the divide it was also creating, taking away skills and also chasing away skilled people from the country. Therefore, no transference or a vision to update skills and things of that nature because the comrades, they needed to eat. Yeah, I know I digressed, but all of it, when you connect the dots, it comes back down to those 10 missed calls. Because I don't think Mr. Bheki Cele allegedly was the only one that made those calls. Question is, who else? Who else was making those calls? Other than that, guys, I will leave this video right here. Please, whatever you do, guys, we are slacking on the likes, and as a result, the algorithm is not pushing my videos to people. I mean, hello, look at the results of the views. So help me out here by liking the video and also share the video as far as you can, and also subscribe because I think it's about to get interesting and you would like to hear my thoughts on that. And I'll see you later. Goodbye.